Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly crafty master today, because today we're continuing with our series of, our pickup campaign. This will be the campaign we'll be playing on and off throughout the summer of 2025 as we find ourselves down players or unable to continue with our regular scheduled campaigns. We are using Crafty Games' outstanding fantasy RPG, Fantasy Craft. I'm saying the words fantasy and craft far too many times in that sentence. I got to get used to it for the summer. Yes, there we go. So this is for those who are unfamiliar with Fantasy Craft, it is a game that came out in around 2008 or 2009. It is based on the 3.5 engine, but it has made itself into a completely, a recognizably OGL or 3.5 game, but it is it's very much its own animal, and it presages some of the changes that we'll see in PF2 when that comes out, and D&D 5 to a degree in 2014. This is set in the continent of Untamed Thule, the setting for our old Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea campaign that we played around 6 or 7 years ago. And with me today are the stars of tonight's session, or today's session. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First up, we've got James.
Hi, I'm James. I'm playing Zarazia, Renegade Musketeer.
Very nice. Hold on, a kind of questionable moral character, but also somewhat cultured female burglar. James, I don't know how you're gonna fall into that.
I like to stretch myself occasionally.
Very big of you. Yeah, good. I always say that about George when he plays a mage too. Very good of him to stretch into new territory. Next up is Graham.
I'm Graham, and I'm playing Ivan the Infamous, which I think means he's famous, but for all the wrong reasons. He is a killer who has seen it all before.
Nice, very nice. And last but certainly not least is Carl.
Hello, I am playing Hakon Doomwinter, who's a barbarian. He's got a big sword and a lot of attitude.
Very nice. All right, guys. So, Hakon and Zarazia, you guys have played before in our Guns in the Dwarflands game. These are different versions of these characters. So, what we know is that you guys have found yourself in Untamed Thule. And let me show you a map quickly of where you are. This is the famous Nudes map. There we go. None of you were part of the Reavers of Thule campaign. Oh no, Carl was. Carl was part of the Reavers of Thule campaign, but he's not playing Iffy today. His character from that campaign. Carl, I will tell you, the player, this takes place about 300 years after the events of the Reavers of Thule campaign. Okay. I'm not going to dwell too much on what's happened to them because I'll save that as a surprise for Iffy. But you will see the capital of kind of the colonies that have taken root in here is a place called Tuleborg. And Tuleborg looks... Here we go. I loaded the map for this. Here, guys. This is Tuleborg. And while there has been a series of different rulers in here, there is one individual who sort of everyone recognizes as the kind of gray eminence, the one behind the throne, and that is a seemingly ageless wizard named Rangvald the Trout. And where our story opens is somewhere down by the docks in Thule. And what I assume is that one of the things that is unique about this is there are people who have been born and grown up in Thule, but there are also those who have just found themselves here. It is a bit of a Sargasso for folks from our, quote-unquote, real world and from other places as well. It is different, clearly a different land in a different world, because there are two moons that travel across the sky at night, often illuminated by the borealis that dance across the skies. The Untamed Thule is an ancient land. There are histories of several lost civilizations, humans and otherwise, the human ones in particular, that continue to cast a shadow over Thule are the ones known as the Elder Folk, who were sorcerer kings who ruled. They were the last major empire seemingly to rule over Thule, and some of their dwindling numbers still remain as well. And then a much older civilization and much more advanced were the Atlanteans. The Atlanteans, you can think of Atlantean technology, if you'd like, in a 50s sci-fi capacity. So there is ray guns that make a woo, 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 woo kind of sound. There are flying saucers. There are people with, jumpsuits with starbursts on their chests and such. There are also horrible abominations that travel in between these. It is very much a weird tales or weird fiction setting, more so than a strict fantasy, strict sword and sorcery, or, post-apocalyptic setting, but it has elements of all of that weird shit within it. You guys, I am assuming, are mercenaries who work together. And given some of your predilections, I'm assuming that you guys have not aligned yourself with any of the more, no, I wouldn't say altruistic, because that would give them too much credit. Any of the factions in Thule who are intent on carrying out the will of a god, or intent on trying to subjugate and rule other people. If I might put it, yeah, there we go, filthy lucre. That is what a little, I think in the parlance of your peoples, James and Graham, a little dosh, I think is what you are likely looking for. So, Razia, you happen to have an exceptional eye for objet d'art, which I assume includes some of the artifacts that can be recovered from many of the tombs and ruins and such that litter the landscape in Thule. Yvonne, you are, of course, a tomb robber as well, and with a good knowledge of the tombs of Thule. And Hacken, well, Hacken, you're the muscle. So
We're all after loads of money.
Exactly. And I think Zarazia and Yvonne, you happen to have a contact in Thule, someone who seems to have a contact with, I'm trying to remember what their name was. Gosh, I can't remember what the name of the thing was, and I looked up the factions before. It doesn't really matter. One of the two different, effectively kind of like thieves guilds that are active in the immediate vicinity of Thule, and her name is Kataka Sensori. Kataka knows precisely who you guys are, and Kataka is sort of I'd say a middleman, but clearly she's not a man. She is a in-between, a broker or fixer, if you will. And you're meeting with her because she has apparently someone who they have a job for you. This is where the problems really started for you in today's tale. So there is a bar run by, or founded at least by one of the first Viking ships, or one of the surviving Vikings from a Norse crew that made their way to Thule. He was the only one who made it back after spending 10 years wandering around Thule, and he established a bar called the Dragon's Rest. He still had a facsimile of the prow on the front of his long-lost comrade's ship, and that is where you guys are meeting with Kataka. Are there any precautions that you take? Do you think Yvonne and Zarazia, or is this sort of what to expect with her, and you know that there's you trust her judgment?
Well, you're very loose with your language. This trust thing. All right, yeah, a little, but careful, always careful. Keep your eyes peeled. All right. But yeah, we know what you're doing with her, and she smokes a good cigar.
Okay. What about you, Zarazia?
Yeah, the same. Keep your back to the wall.
Okay. So Would you guys be the types to arrive before her, like intentionally early, or would you show up when appointed, or would you drag yourself in late?
I mean, what I tend to do, standard procedure is you're always a little bit early.
Yeah.
It gives you time to scope the scene, just understand the standard Hakon understands.
Yeah, and get a bit to drink beforehand.
Okay.
There is that as well, yeah.
And Zarazia, you're okay with that?
Oh, always punctual. Always punctual.
Okay. So you guys make your way into this, and there is a mix of reprobates who are within here. Thule does not have the kind of like Tolkien-esque, fantasy races or species or ancestries that they do in other settings. Humans are the dominant species. There are other sentients that are out there, but they are often belligerent. As you make your way in, Hakon is making a beeline for the bar. You guys are looking around, and you can already see that Kataka is here, and you are definitely not late. But she does say, "You're late. Come on." And she chomps down on her cigar and walks past you guys. You have lost your barbarian to the bar at this point, so you may wish to do something about that.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
I'm getting drinks for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's walking out of the Dragon's Rest, though.
Oh. Well, I'm sure we can carry our drinks around town.
Okay. I would invite anyone to tell you otherwise, Hakon. So you, the two of you start walking along, and Kataka says, "You're late again," emphasizing, but again, you're not late.
No, I'm not going to argue with her. I've learned you just don't argue with her. If she says we're late, we're late.
Just a raised eyebrow.
Yeah.
Good.
Big grin, sort of toothy grin.
She turns around, and she's like, "Where's that big?" And then she sees Hakon kind of running over with four
mugs.
Yeah, mugs.
He's multitasking. He's good at that.
You've got to understand. This is not the kind of person you keep waiting. This is a special gig.
Special?
Special.
All right.
We're talking not just pay, not just coin, not just silver. Reputation. What this town works on is reputation.
Yeah, all right.
You savvy?
Yeah.
Then. She as soon as Hakon catches up, she takes one of the drinks, sips. Behave yourselves too.
Right, greasy pole time, lads.
Okay, she turns
Should
in
I have
and
brought another drink?
she looks around. Nah, this one's not for drinks. Come on. And she leads you down to, you're passing a variety of characters. Because of the nature of how folks find their way here too, you can picture that there is a mix of different technology levels among the people here as well. So there is everything all the way up to around the era of the flintlocks and the rapiers and whatnot, but also down to 10th century Viking accoutrement. So you're passing, and not just that, folks from all over as well. So there is a wide variety of cosmopolitan faces that are making their way through here. Very much ruffians, though, because where you're being led is the more you might get your head beaten in kind of thing. You're going closer to a place where you can see the almost obvious signpost is an enormous totem pole. Something akin to what you'd see on the west coast of Canada. And that is I think it is the Rooks of Raven, a god of trickery, thievery, and it's rumored assassination.
I've always liked him. I've always liked Raven.
Yeah. The Rooks of Raven, though, unless you're like great thieves, excellent assassins, terrific spies, also religious fanatics, and I'm not sure how Yvonne would feel.
Oh, okay. No, maybe not. No.
Got it. So you think perhaps this might be where you're going, and then you take a a turn down another alleyway to one of the sort of nondescript sort of hidey hole built in the back of a shop, a place to store, stolen stuff. It's got a bit of a depression as you're walking into the alleyway. She looks back and forth, hits a lever, and a secret door opens up. She nods for you to go in. She looks at you, Hacken, and says, "Finish that up before you go." And then she finishes hers as well and tosses the mug on the ground.
All right.
You all walk in. It's dark in here. It is a small room, low-hanging ceilings. There's stuff that's being suspended by heavy ropes to supplies. This is no doubt a storage room that also sort of doubles as a meeting point. And she comes in, lights up an oil lantern, and you realize that someone has been standing in the corner, in the darkness, and waiting for you. And that is... this.
Oh dear.
Would you guys each give us a knowledge check? And if you think you have a specialty that would relate to the factions in Thule or the arcane organizations in Thule or the port cities or anything like that, you can feel free to add 1 to your result.
Factions of the Untamed Lands? Might be something like that.
Absolutely. That'll be +1 for that.
Having said that, I can't find the knowledge. Is knowledge a skill?
No. Knowledge is underneath the action die. Where it says action die, there's the knowledge above your specialties. There is a button on the right. So all your studies and languages, if you follow that up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes.
That's very helpful. I have knowledge foul magic. Would this apply?
Fell magic would definitely apply. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
What? Look at that.
So what do I do?
You will add +1 to the result. So you got a 10 Hacken, nat 20 with Yvonne.
He's studying.
No, I just had to know this guy, or whoever it is.
So you could spend an action die, make that a crit if you like.
I'm going to do that.
Yep, it's also 11:30 my time, so everyone gets an action die as well.
Ooh.
All right, well, I'm going to just trade it immediately off then.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? What's a great thing is when you guys get action die,
yes,
so do I.
Oh.
So I think you immediately know. So I mentioned that there is this ageless sorcerer, Rangvald the Trout, who acts behind the scenes, dating back at least 300 years. It's said that he was the mastermind behind setting up Tuleborg in the first place. The Trout's man is someone... It's either one person or a series of people that act as the in-betweens for him. If you know that the masked man is the Trout's man, then you clearly are in the know. If you don't, it's just this mysterious masked dude who goes around asking people to do different tasks. So the fact that you got the nat 20, you not only know this, you can see there is, underneath that mask, there is a flash of recognition, Yvonne. Whether it is the same, it is always the same masked person that others deal with. You know precisely who this person is, and you know that they are acting at the behest of the Trout.
Right, I'll just nod.
Okay. And he returns the nod, respecting that you understand what the task will be. So Kataka, when the last of you comes in, closes the door behind, and she says, "Right then, this is the job." And she points to the Trout's man, who, now that he steps out, you can see that he is carrying a small box as well. And he places this box down. It has the sturdiness of not something you would like store something in a house or whatnot. It's the thing that's to secure stuff for travel. So he puts this little chest down, and he looks across you all, and his eyes linger on Yvonne a little longer, and he says, "Do you know where Broken Helm is?" And I think you know, between Zorasia and Yvonne, you know where it is. It's a settlement about a week's travel to the northwest.
We're familiar with it, yeah.
To the north of that is Mourne Valley. And you know this, I think, Yvonne, with your nat 20 and your crit, you're going to know, you might know where he's going in this. Let me, I'll quickly whisper you something. You can feel free to incorporate this into your role-playing here.
I'm always afraid I'll get the whispering wrong and it just ends up being public.
Yeah, I do the same thing too.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm going to give you one more little tidbit you can feel free to play off of as well.
Oh. I learned a phrase today. It's called cakewalk. And a cakewalk is a dance that was popular with the black slavery community and both pre and post emancipation, where they did a very fanciful dance, and it was kind of a little bit of a takeoff of the rich owners. There was a beautiful sort of intricate dance that sort of very much the black community did, and it was like, it's a piece of cake, or it's and so in a way people said, oh, it's like a cakewalk. I hadn't appreciated its background, and I'm going to say to you guys, this is going to be a cakewalk, this. He said, it's not going to be a cakewalk.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you. All right.
So, he says, then, within Mourne Valley is a lost community, Mournbrook, once prized by the cult of Apollo. I would have you travel there. There are 2 objects which I would see returned and information obtained. One is a golden laurel. It would be found in the tower, or what remains. It will have been secured by the cult, and it should not have fallen to the darkness that came to that redoubt. The second is a tripod, an object of prophecy. It will be found in the ruins of the temple. Both objects were secured by powerful curses by the cult of Apollo and require sanctification before retrieving them. And he opens the box, and right. There is a row of about 10 vials in there. And he counts down 3 vials to dispel the curses. 3 vials to sanctify.
You don't think the beauty and generosity of our hearts will be enough? I smile.
You can see his eyes kind of dance a little bit. He appreciates your, I think he understands, the gravity, what you're being asked to do, and the levity and face of it. He's like, okay, we chose right. He says as well, the other two you would recognize as restoratives. There are 2 healing potions, which will restore wounds, and 2 vitality potions, which will restore lost vitality. You should only require 1. And he points at the curse, the what do you call it? Remove curse potion, and 1 for each location. So 1 to dispel the curse, 1 to sanctify. The extra is for contingency. And you would know, just because Zarazia and Yvonne, you are mindful of costs, what you're looking at is probably in the range of around 2,000 silver worth of magical things that are turning over for this. Mechanically, what the searching for information is going to require is for you guys to spend time in various parts of the ruins to recover information. There will be journals, there will be marking, there will be some kind of things that will help piece together what happens. The more you recover, the better your reward will be.
Right,
and
so very big bags. Yeah, we'll take some bags.
Exactly. So, what I think, because you, again, the 2 of you rolled, Zarazia, let's give this to you. You are aware of another faction within here, known within Thule, known as the Borean Rangers. And let me show you what. So those are the typical members of the Borean Rangers with their signature masks on. The Borean Rangers are kind of, you know how the Rangers in Middle-earth protect, from like the forces of Sauron and whatnot? Imagine what lurked in the shadows was more Lovecraftian. And that is what the Borean Rangers do, is they are out there to protect against ancient threats of Elderfolk or Atlantean, Inkling, or the inhuman things that lurk out there in the lands of Thule. You know, Zarazia, that the Borean Rangers, they have a presence in Broken Helm, which is right near the entrance to the valley. And you know as well that about 100 years ago, the Borean Rangers set up wards around this to keep whatever the fuck happened to Mornbrook within that valley. So,
all good.
All good. It means that, for one, there may be some things to, you will want to be cautious when you go in here. The other thing is, the Borean Rangers, in all likelihood, do not want you going in there. So you will need to avoid them. But when have you ever listened to anyone else tell you where to go or not to go?
I'm waiting for the good bit on this, but keep talking.
Then the Troutsman ends, closing the case, latching it, and saying, "Your reward will be commensurate with your achievements." And again, eyes dancing, he locks eyes with you once again, Yvonne, and says, "Kindly do not die. I wish this box returned." And
I'll do my best.
Slides it across the rough, table to you all. And he looks over at Katika. And Katika says, "Right. You're on this then, yeah? You got this, yeah?"
Just one quick question. I don't need to know which of the 2 groups want this, but I'm hopeful that you've secured this for just one of the groups and not both of them.
So there's an eye that's, once again, the eyes recognize, like, okay, we really... And he nods and says, "Trust. It will be delivered to the appropriate party."
I have trust issues, but as it's you, all right.
He turns and nods to Katika, and she says, right, then, grab your box, off you go. That week ain't going to travel itself.
All right.
Okay.
So I haven't included any adventuring gear on your character sheet, but you can feel free to assume that you've got things like rope and whatever other, regular stuff you would expect to have. As you guys are leaving, before you head out, Katika will hustle you out the door, and I think we're going to cut to you guys sneaking out of Broken Helm and into the valley as our next thing, in the interest of time. But is there anything else you guys wish to discuss or share? Yvonne seems to have some insight into what's going on here.
So all I will say on the way is there's two rival groups in the Apollo cult. So we've been sent by one of these groups, but there's another one that's probably equally interested. It would be a bit unfortunate if they were both after what we're after at the same time, hence the comment. And it was 300 years ago that the temple was kind of flattened, destroyed, taken out. And it was, they're Arborian Rangers. They're there for a reason. They were demons. It was outside forces, perilous forces, blasphemous forces, people who in any other situation we could go out for a pint with, right? But right now, they might get in our way. So we just have to be very, very careful.
Mm-hmm. And what I think Yvonne and Zoreza would recognize, this, if it's the Troutsman who is sending you out for this, he's picked a favorite within the Cult of Apollo. So he's going to favor one of them over the other. The one thing to consider is who the information is for. The information of what happened, whether that's going to be for the Cult of Apollo or that's for the Trout, that's not clear.
I kind of assumed he's going to get the thing and go for the highest bidder, and he might do something a bit clever. Try and do he can do what he likes. It's like, as long as we don't get interfered with, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions then? Nada? Then.
Nah, it's all going to be fine. It's a cakewalk.
Why don't you guys tell us what we would see as you sneak your way out of Broken Helm? We'll cut to the town of Broken Helm, a week's north into wild and untamed Thule. Let me see if I've got a illustration that might this might do for
it's very Dragon Age.
Yeah, very much so. Always recycle. So and if you want a sense of what the trip was like as well, guys, this is a sense of Untamed Thule. The tundra across which that you'd be traveling, and some of the mountains that would be in the background as well. But what do we see as you sneak your way out and down into the Morn Valley?
You see nothing. That's the answer. You see nothing. Nothing at all. But it's like a shadow that just shimmers across the ground. I don't know what do you see?
Have you guys made a point of trying to avoid any interest from any of the Rangers or
Borean entanglements? Yeah. Can we? I don't know. Is anyone any good at this? Scouting our way through.
We have to sneak around the back.
So to remain to basically unobserved within a crowd, like to not draw attention, that is a blend check. So what I'll let you guys do is someone can take the lead on that, and then if someone wants to assist,
here we go.
Feel free to
some
do
rules
so.
Going on here. Some fantasy craft. Is this fantasy craft written now?
Yes.
Right.
So blend is if you're going to help, it is a DC 15. Oh, everyone gets a action die as well.
Hang on. Do we get another one?
You get another one. Yeah.
All right. Remaining dice. Love it.
Oh, check on your token though. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't track back.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
So just make sure you're updating your
I'll-
token, so we know. So I know how many you've got as well. That's the
Apologies,
only thing
yeah.
that doesn't track back on this sheet, unfortunately. But go ahead and give us either Yvonne or Zoreza. Hakan is not trained in it, so
I've got 5 in it.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Okay.
I can assist or I can.
you can assist. But when you are not trained in something, your threat range becomes a 1 to 3.
So blend is
Okay.
charisma.
Or no,
is
your
that
threat,
right?
your error range, which means that if you do roll a 1, 2, or 3, I get to do something fun.
Okay, well that sounds fun. I'm gonna assist as best I can.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
I do have plenty of.
So then both. Sorry, who's the leader for this role and who's assisting?
I think the leader's Zarazia. Would you lead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And is it charisma?
Yes, charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
All right.
You can. I mean, like you can switch.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Okay. So. Outstanding.
I feel like. Wow.
Okay.
I can help.
I mean, you can. Let's see if you can get another. Maybe you
Yeah,
can
can I get a critical help or something?
get.
Yes.
So here's what's going to happen: is Zorazia would almost. We're not going. No one's going to spend any action die because it'll just net out.
All right.
Zorazia had someone. She had drawn the attention, and the Borean Rangers keep themselves hidden as much as they are conspicuous with their masks and whatnot. They also sort of lurk in the shadows, right?
Right.
And there is one that is stalking and kind of has clocked Zorazia, whether that's for past experience or whatnot in this small town, and for certain would have known when you guys were leaving if it was not for something that Yvonne did. So what did Yvonne do to cast to cast the aspersions in a different direction or to otherwise interfere with the Borean Ranger?
He did the classic where he sensed that we were going to be intercepted, took a small piece of rock and just artfully threw it literally just close to where it is, and it clattered somewhere.
Yeah.
And the ranger sort of looked the other way, and then I just went. We sort of moved quickly as he sort of.
And they don't know where you guys have gone. Unsurprisingly, there is not regular. While there is still a road for a small direction that goes towards where Mornbrook once was, it's completely overgrown and completely, swallowed back up by the forest. As soon as you get down into the valley, it'll be about a day's travel to get to the ruins themselves, or it would have been on the road. It'll probably be a day and a half.
Yeah.
Is there any other thing you guys wish to bring with you? Do you think that I'm fine with just like if you think of something you need, as you go, we can talk about that. But
yeah, I'm just tempted to say, can we do a Blades of Dark thing where if only we'd brought quick flashback scene?
yeah, I'm fine with it. Like especially for standard adventuring gear, I'm totally fine with that for the purpose of today's session.
Yeah,
like
sure.
it's not you guys would have planned much better than what we would be sitting with a sheet. But
Is there anything sort of against demonic forces that?
So
I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
the effectively the decursing thing might be quite effective against that as well. If there
expensive,
is,
though.
let's see here, holy water, I believe is also a thing here, and if there are demonic forces in here, that would definitely be something worth procuring.
Before we left, I could have washed my boots and gone into a temple and said, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned, but." We might be here quite a long time. Could I have some holy water, please?
Yeah. Let's see. Elixirs.
I'm just thinking aloud, really. I don't know.
Yeah, no. That I think that's awesome. More paint, medical supplies.
Got the book.
Yeah, I'm looking at consecrate. There's a potion of consecrate, which I think might do the same. You know what? I'm not going to waste time looking it up. I think that's yeah. So consecrate will do that. It'll effectively be that. So maybe why don't you give us a Are you stealing it with prestidigitation, Are you bargaining for it with haggle, or are you trying to convince them to give it to you with impress?
I am going to try to haggle. I think I'm trained in that.
Okay.
So it's like, look, I'm going out facing evil here. Really for you, just for you. I mean, you've got a beautiful church here. You're very comfortable, and I'm pleased about that. But I'm going out there to face powers that are inimical to everything that you believe in, and obviously I believe in, obviously. So could I have, like, some of your vials of holy water, just to help me out? Because if you help me, I'll help you.
Give us a haggle check, please.
All right, so I roll like a 5 or something. D20. The swingy D20. I love this game. Yeah.
Now, you could
okay.
spend an action die.
Of course.
1d4 exclamation mark, then.
All right, let me check. /R. 1d4. Bang. Come on, baby.
There you go! 70. So the game has one of the options is sliding difficulty classes, and that's what they use, seemingly, in a lot of the adventures. A 13 is a easy one, 15 is average. That's a great roll. So, like, there's some young acolyte in the cult of Apollo who you've utterly bamboozled, and he's giving you 2 vials of this stuff. And, we would see, as you're kind of like, come on, let's get out of here. He's being yelled at by his superior for giving this shit away. And you're like, come on, lads, let's go. So, guys, let me show you. So one of the things you find as you're making your way down towards here is you can follow the road to be certain that you are going to make your way towards the actual community, or you can try and, like, bushwhack it to try and make your way in an indirect way. What would be your preference? The road will guarantee that you will get there without having to make any rolls. Bushwhacking may require some navigation.
I think you might be on mute.
Oh, you're on mute, Carl. So, Demo.
Sorry, Demo.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't followed out, but we want to be discreet, right? So,
Yeah.
So maybe bushwhacking.
Okay. So then,
that's my suggestion, but I don't have to. Yeah.
I'm not arguing, Akon. No, if you think we should bushwhack, let's bushwhack it.
So we've got Yvonne and Hacken, who are trained in survival.
We do.
Who would like to take the lead? Who would like to assist?
Survival.
Is this your thing, Hacken?
Yeah.
Hacken's total +3, your total +2, Yvonne.
Oh, it says +4. It says a 4 there, but that's cool. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Yvonne, if you want to help.
I'll help.
I got a +4.
So I just roll, right? I can't remember. I roll?
Mm-hmm.
No, not so good, sorry.
Yeah, it'd be 15 would need to succeed, so...
Oh, is it?
There you go.
15?
Yeah, 15 is the 8 another. Unless you roll an error, there's no issue. Success, DC 15 gives you +1, crit gives you +2. So,
nice.
Hacken, all right, so you guys are able to navigate. Now, unfortunately, you do end up having to sort of navigate your way because of that roll. You end up navigating back to basically the road, and that is the route that you are going to be going in on. Allow me to... Oh, this, by the way, guys.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh.
Is the first glimpse you get of Mornbrook. And this definitely seems a larger community than perhaps you anticipated. Then...
Wow.
Looks jolly.
Yeah, and why don't you each give us a notice check as well, please?
What's the thing in Skyrim when they're going to into the big places and one of the NPCs always says, "Not seen something like this before," or something?
No.
Oh, hack on.
Hack on. Awesome.
Liking
Wow.
Yeah.
Notice.
Holy shit, Ceresia. Both of you guys got 19s. That's incredible. So I think both Zorazia and Hacken, as you guys are going along, Yvonne, perhaps you're just, keeping an eye out on the ground for, for any dangerous adversaries or whatever, any sign of anything following you. Zorazia and Hacken, perhaps just from past experience, you guys are walking along and especially in these thick forested valleys like this, you do want to keep an eye up. And there's a point where both of you stop Yvonne. Am I right in thinking that Yvonne is sort of like, casually narrating his way through the journey, or
probably?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, through life, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So he's making his way along, and then the two of you kind of like stop him. Yvonne, you turn around, and both of them point up. Oh, and you see that. Oh, the trees. The shade that you're experiencing at this point is not from overhanging leaf-filled limbs. It's full of spider webs.
Oh,
there
good.
are webs that trace their way. Like, this must be hundreds of years of work undisturbed. Because this entire canopy, these trees seemingly have been dead for a very long time, and in place of leaves serving as a canopy, there is the efforts of hundreds of years of hopefully not just one spider, but certainly strong enough, you would think, to support the weight of a horse based on one of the skeletons that you spot within the webs.
But right, skeleton, nice. Okay. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. He'll be asleep.
So, let me bring you over to our map.
Oh.
And, let me set one thing up here first.
Wait a minute, so you say all that and you're going to load a battle map? No.
One of the things I wanted to see with the game from the last couple times is to see how quasi dungeon crawling works with, or like,
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
And like it.
Honestly, guys, if you're watching, I
Yeah.
think this can do most what you might want out of a fantasy game. It's got the 3.5 DNA, but it does it really, really well. Really well.
Agreed. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, let me put some stuff around here for you guys to to discover and.
Yeah. Any game for the noughties, I really like. This and True 20. It's just seems to be the truth. If it was 2000 to 2010, I just seem to gravitate towards these games.
It's really, like this. I've not seen it referenced as a point of inspiration for PF2, but I feel like the designers have to have been aware of
Must have been.
of what was going on in this game, because it definitely has that. Many of the ideas and sensibilities are there.
It was so well thought of at the time.
Yeah. So
It just much lamented that it didn't go any further.
what's funny, George was saying, so George ran West End Games near the end of its life cycle, and Pat Capera, who wrote Spycraft 2.0 and worked on this as well, he'd hired him to work on Torg and was completely unaware of what the game was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's see here. George already has a second copy of this arriving in Edinburgh, so he can have a copy in both of his homes. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I think I got everything I need. Let me get one thing set up here for a handout for you. Let's see. All right. And Sorry,
I'm worried now. It's taking such a long time to load. It's because you've got this enormous effing token that's just so heavy that it won't load.
Yeah, there it is. Where the heck did I? There he is. There he is. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Then let me bring you over to our battle map, and I'll shift ping you so you can see your location. While I'm getting this set up, tell us, guys, what have you done to prepare for this? Have you drawn weapons once you start moving into the ruins proper? Are you activating everything? Now, I have given you a limited range of vision on this, and the reason is because you can assume there is hanging spider webs or other things that are just obscuring your vision past a certain point. But you can hear the sounds of rattling movement from further north. And to give us structure to this, why doesn't everyone go ahead and click on initiative, please?
Right, no, sorry, I just distracted for a moment there. Initiative, let's do it.
Where is that on the sheet?
Initiative is in the combat tab. Oh, hold up, let me...
Okay.
It's just a bit further down, yeah.
Yeah.
See it.
Inputs to turn tracker, roll.
Boom. Nice roll.
Look at that.
On. Wowzers.
Look at that.
Okay.
Well, always be prepared.
Can we use action points for this?
You absolutely can. Yeah.
I will. I have a bunch, so I might as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can you spend one and then look at it and go, I'll spend another?
Can only spend one.
One.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I got my character sheet is rolling around, so I need to reload.
Oh, okay, you got it. Yeah. Okay, and then it'll be 1G4 exclamation mark.
4. Yeah.
And there's something we figured out yesterday too. Nice. So go ahead and add 3 to your result. The way that so there's 2 ways to sort of act after your turn. One of them is to ready an action. You spend a full turn banking 1 half action to take at a later point. The other thing you can do is you can delay up to 10 steps in initiative before taking an action. It means you're not interrupting someone, but then you get to act afterwards, and then your initiative snaps back to what it was, which is a really fucking cool mechanic. Because you can have it means that whatever you roll as your initiative, it continues to matter for the entire duration of the combat instead of just being a cyclical thing all the time. So
you roll once.
Yeah, you roll once, and then if you spend action die on it, then that matters because you can delay. Like, let's say Yvonne wanted to know what Hacken might be doing, right? Or if Hacken's further away and you want to wait till he gets closer, you could delay down to up to 11. And then on 13, Hacken would get to go, and then you could take a turn. The other thing you could do is prepare an action, or ready an action, which is you take a half action if something happens. And then there's other neat things, like George has an ability that allowed him to ready 2 actions. So he could set 2 contingencies in the event that something happened. But anyway.
Yeah, I everything's all black. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, because you are probably too far up on the map. Let me shift ping you here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so Zarazia, I think you have the higher... Hold on, who's got the higher dex? Yvonne's got 16, Zarazia's got 15. So actually, Yvonne, you are up first. What are you doing?
Okay. So I can see nothing.
You can see a lot of ruins. So here's what you can do is if you find a ruin, you can pick a ruin and you can start making... what you need to accumulate is a minimum of 5 investigate checks within one of these ruins. And you can get 1 from each kind of building within here. If you get up to 10, there's a bigger reward for you from the Trout's Man.
Okay.
So the more you can get, but while you're doing that, we also will be rolling for random encounters. Okay. So Yvonne, you move over there, and that's when you spy through the broken Well,
Yeah.
so, and remember, those walls are probably not... I haven't bothered to put up a dynamic lighting in it because it just would make it so you guys couldn't see anything. And you can probably... It wouldn't account for the fact that you can kind of see through some of the buildings. So the compromise is why I've given you this limited range of field. But what you could maybe see, Yvonne, is as you're making your way... Oh, it is busted down there. Forgive me. You can see on the far side now...
Yeah.
Something turns to you...
Doesn't look good. That does not look good. That isn't good. That is not good.
And spying through the crumbling wreckage there, you also see...
Oh, bugger.
So that's how you can tell the difference between the two tokens. If you see a bar on there with no numbers, that is a standard opponent. If you see a red bar and a blue bar, that is a special opponent. So that way you can tell. So, Yvonne, you moved up and you look up and one of these things, which looks like it's been on watch for hundreds of years, covered in spiderweb still, it kind of looks over in your direction. You have another half action.
So, I can... close with it. I could move again. Can I draw? Is draw a free?
Do you think you would have drawn weapons before you moved, or
probably?
Then that's fine. I'll say you got.
I didn't say I had, but okay.
That's fine. If I'm in this situation and moving into this fucking place and saw those spider webs, you can be sure I have my weapons out.
Now, that's not a charge, is it?
You cannot charge in this game.
That's no problem.
Okay.
In which case, I will move to engage, but that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Then, Zorasia, do you say anything, Yvonne, before you go running in?
I just say, enemies ahead. Keep your head.
I got to make one change here. Hold up. To get ready to be immersed, guys.
What, you just doubled the number of tokens or something?
Oh, no.
I was only kidding.
Here we go. I do have some action die I could... no, hold on. Well, I had to change Yvonne. Right, everyone could see through Yvonne's token, but I've changed it so only you can see through Yvonne's, only James can see through Zorasia, and only Carl can see through Hacken's. Right. And let me... Hold on. I got to add... Now that you guys are aware of it, let me add my...
I mean, I've done that, but what sort of scene is it?
Action... Okay.
Is it one of those deadly scenes?
Oh, this is it's standard scene. Dramatic is the other option. It's a good question because what that means is when I roll a nat 20 on my opponents, I can't trigger a crit on you guys. So with standard characters, with special characters, I can. So, Zorasia, you just heard Yvonne shout out something and then go running forward, his weapons
went this way, right?
held in a manner that suggests he's going to make use of them.
Did it sound to me like he was trying to say, I've got this covered?
I think I said cakewalk.
Because maybe I should check another building, but...
Yeah. guys.
So, Zorasia, you got a half action and you've got two half actions. Or a full action.
I guess I'm 30 feet, so I guess that's 6?
6 squares, that's correct. And diagonals count as 1.
6.
Okay.
Oh, gracious, look at this.
You owe me. I was going to look in that other building, and it was all looking good.
You have one more half action, Zorasia.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you really want that vitality buffer, don't you? Because at first level, you don't quite have the source, do you?
Hacken. You can move. I think you move 40.
Oh, do I?
Yep, you move 40 because you're fast as a barbarian.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward. I guess draw my weapon and move forward. Is that?
I'll say you got your weapon out. When you saw Yvonne and Zorasia draw theirs as they came in here, I'm assuming you did the same. So it'd be 8 squares per half move.
Just right here. It's 8. Oh. Okay.
Now, Carl, what's the reach of your greatsword?
Oh. That's a good question. This big claymore thing is reach. Where is reach?
When your traits massive and reach +1, you can reach stuff 10 feet away.
Oh wow. Okay. So
That thing is on the other side of a busted wall, though. So I will give a little DR. You can still hit it. It just means that it's going to be.
I probably yell out, "Ivan, duck!"
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
I duck.
So,
except I don't slash. I swing over here anyway.
You got it.
All right. Where is?
So
I always lose track of these.
You scroll down to the tile that is your weapon, the greatsword, and then or the claymore, and then under at the bottom of the tile there is an attack button.
Attack. Got it. Okay. All right.
Here we go. Big money. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a.
Oh, hold up. 11 actually might be enough. 11 hits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
This thing's on the way. Yeah. So you hammer. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll make my damage save.
14.
14. Okay, so
Really?
you bust this wall. The wall is brought down by his sword as well. Sparks fly from hitting this, and I failed my damage save. So this thing crumples underneath it. Then
Well, I've just got to say, it's a bit of a pisser. You've been standing around for 200 years waiting
Yeah.
to ambush someone, and you get one shot straight away. That's a bit of a bastard.
I can't wait. Only another decade, and then I finally get to take my rest. And what's that?
Wow.
Well, he got his rest. He got his rest.
He got his rest.
I freed him.
All right, so then the one I'm only going to give all of these guys a half action for this first turn because they were sort of surprised by your arrival.
Well, after a couple 100 years, you would be, wouldn't you? Really? It's just
Yeah, it would be unexpected.
It can't be. It can't be something. Is it? No.
Okay, you have got to be fucking kidding me. So, all right, then for the half actions, let's do this. The one when you smash the wall away, Yvonne, you look up and you can see to the north there is that one archer. He's been waiting a very long time to take this shot. So he creaks the thing back, misses you wildly. This one is going to stalk forward. This one is going to stalk forward. They cannot attack. Oh, that one that's facing Zarazia. Zarazia, your defense is a 14. I miss you, so it swings at you with his rusted sword. This one is going to move up. The archer will, because he can take a 5-foot step, goes over here around the wall and will take a shot at you, Zarazia. Ooh, that hits. You take, and remember to apply your DR if you have it, 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
Oh, that's.
And I think.
That's not too bad.
Oh, you have no damage reduction. Okay.
Okay.
And then these are starting to stalk in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, I better look at what I can do.
Go. Move these fellas forward.
Fun.
Go. As these are dead men and women, they are unlikely to respond to stress damage. Just FYI.
Or threats would be.
Threats would cause stress damage.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we're both saying the same thing. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Okay, so this thing will stalk forward. Yeah, another archer, it seems, and more bony soldiers. As they get closer, you guys can see that these things seem to be wearing the remnants of the of armor with the sigils of the cult of Apollo on it. They may have been crusaders at some point. Yvonne, what are you doing? Everyone gets an action die, by the way. Wait, that's me too, guys.
Oh, cool. Excuse me. Come on. Right. So in which case, let me just do that. save. Right, got my action die. I'm gonna twonk it.
Okay. So first half action. What do you have out? Your bastard sword or your long knives?
It's the bastard sword.
Okay. Reminder: if you want to get into a stance, it is a half action to get into a stance.
Oh, yeah. Stances sound good. What have I got here?
Your
I've got
knife
2.
basics. Your wicked dance stance. Your one-handed melee attacks inflict 2 additional die of sneak attack damage. You can only use sneak attack damage when when something is flat-footed, and they're flat-footed when they're flanked. So if you can get either Zorazia or Hacken to be on the other side, so you're opposite sides from anyone, you get to add that sneak attack damage when you're in your wicked dance.
In which case, I will just attack on this occasion.
Okay. A reminder as well, no such thing as attacks of opportunity in this game. So feel free to move around as you like.
Fantastic. I just need to find the plumbing button. I know you told me.
Yeah, it's under the tile. At the bottom of the tile, there is attack, bull rush, disarm, and trip.
Oh, there it is. Got you. Sorry,
okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Go. I did something. Did I? No. Try again.
Here we go. Nice. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll make my damage save. One thing I'll say too is that sometimes I'll make my damage save at the same time. If I've rolled less than a modified 10, I've failed. So I'm just going to kill it.
Okay. So I'm on 8. 8 massive.
What's it look like as the first one goes down?
Yeah, I basically take it from the collarbone down, and it just basically sort of rend in half. Really
love it. One more half action.
I'll attack the other one.
Go ahead.
Because you can do that in Fantasy Craft, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just selling the game. Noble Knight Games, you'll find about that later.
There you go! So you can spend an action die to kill this outright. No damage save.
I can just do that. Well, I'll just do it because it sounds like fun.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So 2 down. You could take a 5-foot step if you wish as well, and then it is Zorazia's turn because you didn't otherwise move.
Right, I guess I'll take a smack at the one in front of me.
Okay.
Where am I?
You are at the
Scrolling
settlement
and
of
scrolling.
the cursed settlement of Mornbrook. So that's a miss by a 4. You want to action point that?
I guess.
Or action die? That'd be 1d4 exclamation mark then.
Did I take that off?
All right, so that one's a miss. Second attack or second action. What do you want to do?
I'll just try tripping it up then.
Okay, go ahead and give us an acrobatics check. I rolled a 2, so just don't roll an error. Nice. Okay, so this thing is purple. So one cool thing I like, another fucking cool thing I like about this game, it distinguishes being prone and being sprawled. So prone is when you choose to drop down. Sprawled is when you've been knocked on your ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so I'm going to put, I'm still going to use purple for prone because that's just easier to remember. So this thing's been knocked back. It is flat-footed right now, which means, Yvonne, if you were in your stance,
right,
that's a thing you can take down. Hacken, what are you doing? Oh, and Zorazia, you can take a 5-foot step as well if you want.
Oh, I'll take.
Hacken is gonna bull rush.
So try to read the terrain as much as you can. I didn't, like I said, didn't put things so. But Zorazia, if what you're trying to do is get some cover behind that wall, there you go.
Back that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to get out of the way of those archers.
Good call. Hacken, sorry.
He's gonna bull rush against these guys. This guy here, maybe knock him back.
Yeah, and actually, there's a potential for an environmental kill there too. So, go ahead and give us an athletics check, please.
Is it athletics?
Yeah, for bull rush.
That's not unarmed. Okay, either way, athletics is cool.
Yeah, well, you're rolling the same thing, basically. You're rolling the athletic skill, so because is it contested? So I did roll a 15, but
I'm going to use action point.
Go right ahead.
Because
1d4 exclamation mark.
If it comes out, it would be cool.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you slam into this guy. That is a full round action to try and bull rush. Then it is their turn. All right, so the one that's facing you, Hacken, is going to try and hack you. 10, I don't think hits you.
Apparently. Yeah, I know.
Fuck, your defense is huge. Yeah, when you're using your greatsword.
Yeah, with a greatsword, yeah.
Okay, so you batter it aside. He follows up with a second attack. That is likewise a miss. Zorasia, that one that is you knocked prone is going to have to reposition itself. And then it will, which is a half action. It then staggers forward and tries to swing that rusty sword at you. Fuck, hits again. Well, it was the archer who hit you before. That is 3 points of damage, Zorasia. And... yeah. Then, and your DR would apply. So remember, Zorasia, it's to your blue bar. You're not taking wounds yet.
Oh, okay.
It's your vitality. You haven't taken any things. And
you
guys
always
can
like the vitality wounds thing too.
Yeah, you guys can tell me who has one of the 2 vitality potions and who has one of the wound potions or the healing potions. Vitality potions restore, I believe it's 2d6 vitality. You just need to use a half action to quaff it. Let me confirm.
I think Sorcerers got them.
Okay.
That'd be a big waste of that, though. 2d6 for.
It's a lot, isn't it?
My 1d1's my 6.
Yeah, vitality. So vitality potion heals 2d6 vitality, and healing potion heals 1d4 wounds. Okay. The other moves forward and swings, misses you, Zorasia. Those archers cannot get a shot on you, so they're gonna have to move around. 2, 3, 4. So this is gonna realize that you're not in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're gonna go in. I think they're gonna threaten you, Zorasia. Go ahead and give us a resolve check, please. I got a 14.
Somewhere? Where is it hiding?
So, look at that. It's a proper swarm. It's a mob.
Okay, this one will
maybe it's hiding somewhere.
They're going to start dancing.
Resolve is what are your skills?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking into
That's
my,
okay.
Checks, resolve.
All right.
Resolve.
Go.
No. I'm going to sound like my grandson now. No.
Okay.
No.
So, Zorasia,
No.
you take 3 points of stress damage. So remember to record that separately as stress, and then give us a will save against a DC of 11, or you'll become shaken by this advancing horde of skeletal undead. These guys will try
just a thrashing mass of horror.
And
look at
nice. Yep. So you keep the damage, but you don't gain shaken. All right, we have 2 archers firing at Yvonne. One of those manages to connect. Yvonne, that is 3 points of damage. Full armor applies. And then these guys will be... I think they're going to try and spook you as well.
So that's 2
assist.
Which puts me to that.
So it'll be 1.
That's right.
What's your DR is 1. So yeah, you take 2 points of damage to... remember, to the blue bar. Blue bar is your vitality. Red bar is your wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that 8? Save that. Does that work? No, it doesn't track onto the token.
Yeah, so if you click on the token, it should pop up the options for you, and you can just put plus or minus directly onto the token, and it'll track. So like, I'll put +4 to your wounds. You're back up at 18.
It's just me messing around. My bar is on 8.
Okay.
10 now.
Yeah, so don't go into the... What your wounds should be... Let's see, 16 is what your maximum wounds are, thanks to your amulet. Yeah, there you go. And then how much vitality damage have you taken so far?
2.
2? Okay, yeah, there you go. So that's perfect. And then I have one. Ivan, would you give us a resolve check? And against 16, it's trying to intimidate you.
Resolve. Yeah, you're not gonna scare me with your resolve. Is that a will save?
No, resolve is a skill.
Oh, my apologies.
Resolve is also a skill that's used to for the not trip. With the teeth. Look at that.
Do
Nice.
me a favor, sunshine. Do me a favor.
No problem. Yeah, doesn't scare you whatsoever. Yvonne, your turn. What are you doing?
Me? Oh, right. I'm gonna have to mow them down. I don't think I'm just gonna have a crack at them. This bastard sword seems to be doing very well. I'm going to stick with that.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack.
Oh, everyone gets an action die.
Not bad.
That is a solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Make my damage save.
So did you say everyone gets an action
I rolled a
die?
nat 1 on my damage save. You know what? Because they're standard characters, you want to spend an action die to activate my error and kill 2 of them?
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Did you just give us an action die?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, so just don't add it to your...
All right, I'll just take it off. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
When I get some too.
So can I take a 5-foot step and do it all over again?
You absolutely can.
I'm doing it all over again. I've got slap happy.
Nice.
Whoa.
And I think that's... What's the threat range of your weapon?
Sadly, it's only 20.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I know.
So those
I know.
knives that are higher.
Does it
All
get
right.
better as you go up levels or something?
But let me roll. I may have succeeded.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Sure. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Damage. Let's have a look.
No.
7.
Another one down. All right. You can hear Zorazia is, shouting. Speaking of Zorazia, what are you doing? And remember, no attacks opportunity. So if you want to reposition yourself, you can certainly do that without taking attacks opportunity. There's no disengage stuff in this.
I love it. That's great.
Well, then I will try running down here
Okay.
and try stabbing one of these in the back. 'cause,
Why
that sounds
don't,
good.
being the canny fantasy craft player you are, go there so you get a flanking bonus of +2 to hit?
There.
There you go. Yeah, that works too. Okay. Go ahead and give us an attack.
Flanking.
Let's see. Lots of scrolling.
A solid hit. And don't worry about damage. I failed my save. Okay, 1 down. That is circling Hacken. Hacken, what are you doing?
Hacken is going to try to whittle these things away. So I'll do this one.
Go
step
on,
first.
son. Go on.
I'll do the one to the west first.
Okay.
Have it.
No, 14.
Nice. Solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll make my save.
13.
Ooh, I got a nat 20. So, huge hit on this thing. This clearly seems to be one of the bosses. In fact, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a boss.
Let's spend. I'm going to spend my action die. This thing rattles back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save those action die for something different. I got something else in mind.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So
one more half
after
action.
13 damage. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made my save. I rolled a nat 20 on his save, so.
Oh, so he doesn't take any damage?
No, he took 13 damage. So, like, the next, if you hit him again, you add your damage to that, and then it's half that plus 10.
I gotta use an action.
Yeah, you need 3 more to hit him.
Yep.
So 1d4. And remember, if you click in the, you can hit the up arrow to repopulate with one of your last, or cycle through your last rolls.
Oh, yeah. 2.
Oh, 1 off. So that sadly, you batter that thing, and on the follow through, it's not quite enough. Then these things. Let's see here. I've got 2. We'll stay with Hacken for right now. That guy is going to follow up with Hacken. I rolled a nat 1. You want to spend a action die and kill this thing?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Love it.
Then I got 2 others for their first attacks. I do hit you, Hacken. So you take. You only take 1 point of damage. then
I think I have a. Don't I have like a DR or something?
yeah, you have DR1 with your claymore.
Okay, so I only take 1 point of damage.
No, you take 0 because there was only 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Cool.
and then the second attack. One of them does manage to hit. You take 3 points of damage this time, so 2 gets through to your blue bar, your vitality.
Blue bar.
And then these guys are following Zorazia through. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can't only. We have funneled them a bit. Here's
Oh my
Zorazia.
goodness. That's
So
not
got-
nice.
But only 1 attack each on her. And 1 hit. 2 points of damage.
So that will take me down to
Paradise City.
0, but does the damage carry through?
It does carry through. So you'll take 1
Right.
wound, and you are now, you can mark fatigued 1. That's if you go next to this subdual damage, that's where your fatigue 1 is, and then you're going to take -2 to strength, -2 to -2 to strength, -2 to dexterity, and a -5 move as well. Okay, and then
Hang on a second.
Yvonne, and you can add those in as adjustments on your stats. There's an adjustments column. You just put -2 to strength, -2 to dex. That is 16 on you, Yvonne. I think that's a hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
Okay.
My defense is what I'm looking for, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't find it, but it's it's not that. It's 14.
14, okay, so that's 1 point of damage. I don't think it's-
armor absorbs. It's almost like I'm playing RuneQuest. Keep going.
Yeah. 2 shots, miss you. 1 shot. You said 14 is what I need to hit you?
It is.
Okay, so they miss, and these archers continue to try and reposition themselves.
There it is. There it is.
So they've circled down to over here. All right. Yvonne, what are you doing?
I'm gonna clear this lot up.
Okay.
In old language. I'm gonna take out this one that's in front of me.
Okay.
I say that confidently. It might be enough.
14 is hit. Yep. Go ahead and roll damage. Make my save.
9.
I made my save. So big hit in this first one. These guys are.
Oh, okay. So you make the save. Great.
Yeah. Second half action.
Oh man, we're done here.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
look at
another
this.
hit.
And again. Whoa.
And failed. 2 hits, but that was enough to take it down.
Nice.
You take a
5-foot
5-foot step. Zorazia?
Look at this.
Right, so just a quick one. That is -2 strength, but -2 to what else?
-2 strength, -2 dex, and a -5 speed. We'll just remember that you move at 25 right now.
Okay. Then
Is that under the adjust? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, you go to the adjustments and it's hit -2. That's also how when Hacken rages, he adds to his.
Oh yeah, I got that rage thing. I think
Yeah.
I might have that.
Oh,
can I
see.
get
That's
across
quite
here
clever.
into the corner?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to get in there, and then I will stab the guy north of me in the back, who I
Okay.
hope is therefore flat-footed.
Not flat-footed, and you're not flanking. You need to be in. You need to be like opposite somebody.
Okay.
So, but if you stop
Okay.
the one below, like to your left.
Yeah, but then the archers have got a line on me, so I'm trying to get in the corner.
You know what? I
Get
think
away.
if you want to go there, just give us a acrobatics check and tell us how you
Leap
vault
over
that
the
small
wall.
wall. Make it a DC 10 acrobatics. Oh,
Okay.
which you ought, as long as you don't roll a 1, you succeed on,
Yeah.
right? Because you've got that guaranteed. So you leap over this thing and then turn around, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Let's go give it a go. Come along, you little rat.
Yeah, man.
Come on. That is enough. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh,
3. Oh, hold on, let me make my damage save. That is a fail. So do you like kill it as you leap over?
I guess I swipe it with my rapier on the way past.
Love it. And you land.
Head lops off, and
Okay. Then it is everyone gets an action die, and it is Hacken's turn.
Hacken is going to rage. Is that action or half action?
Yep, that's a half action enter the stance. So go ahead and make your modifications to your strength and your con.
And that was +2 on each or 1?
It says on the sheet. I don't remember. I think it's 3.
Oh.
Let's see here. Rage. Yeah, your strength and con each raised by 3. You may not make skill checks while in this stance, but you still oppose them as normal. And when you leave it, you become fatigued. Okay.
How does that work for, like, if they threaten me? That's interesting.
Well, you can resist, right? So you can oppose it. You just can't threaten yourself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I rage, and then I'm going to go... Let's try to clear this guy.
Go right ahead.
Then...
Make your attack. If you've got the adjustment, and it should include that in your character sheet as well.
Okay.
Come on, big money.
Yeah, it did.
Nice. Okay.
Go ahead
go ahead and roll damage. I might have made... No, I failed my save. Another one down.
Right, so then he's going to leap over to here. With
Well,
his
remember,
5-foot step.
you could take... Yeah, 5-foot step. Perfect.
So I had a half action to rage.
You got it. Okay, then these things, way to draw them off of... Oh, so there is an action called Taunt, which forces a target to attack you in melee. And special characters can spend action die to resist it if they fail the resistance, but it's a great way of making it so the clothies or like the less tough characters, you can, try and draw them to the tougher characters.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is going to be coming in on Hacken here.
Yep.
Their jaws are moving as if they're trying to say something to you. And these archers are going to try and position themselves. But fortunately, Zarazia, the screaming barbarian has their attention. So let's see here. I got 1 hit on you, Hacken. That is 6 points of damage. Remember, DR1, so 5 vitality.
Wow. Okay.
I get 1 other hit on you. That is 5. Wait. You got 17, right? Yes, ignore me. I missed. And then I've got 1 more.
Oh, the hit points didn't go up with the con. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't auto-calculate because there's a lot of factors that can adjust. And it's not your hit points, it's your wounds.
Oh, okay.
Right? And your wounds would go up equal to your con. So your wounds are actually 18 right now.
Okay. Yes.
And your vitality should be... You can add... did your con go up by... only by 1. So you can have plus 1 to your vitality.
Okay.
Guys, just effectively, that'll all work out in the wash. I did roll a error. Do you want to spend an action point and kill one of the guys around you?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, the guy. That's fine.
Okay, and then the archers are going to fire at you. That first volley misses. The second volley misses as well. And then Ivan, this guy takes a 5-foot step back, and they're going to fire 2 volleys at you. First ones miss. Second ones miss. So you're just ducking around as these guys are firing at you. Ivan, what are you doing?
To that. Take the one to the right.
Okay.
Maybe.
Nice.
Just come on. Get to my feet.
It's amazing how that like insta-kill saving throw thing kind of speeds up combat.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
It's 19. I'm close to my threat range, but not
so
quite.
good.
Like
Go ahead and roll
so
damage.
close.
I'll make my save.
Yeah, got it.
Ooh, I
6.
might have made a save. Yeah, so that...
Yep.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll your second action.
I will do the same. Not so good this time.
Ooh,
I will do action die.
Yep, 1 off from it. So go ahead.
So it's kind of mute, isn't it? It's going to be enough, probably.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, there you go. And then I'll make my...
Roll damage.
Yeah, that's enough to kill it. Okay.
Fantastic. Wow.
5-foot step if you'd like. Or did you 5-foot step in there?
I 5-foot stepped in there and I've done 2 attacks.
Zarazia, what are you doing?
Okay, I'll fight
Refresh.
shape down here.
Fresh.
I should show that I'm down to
Okay.
3.
Take a swing.
Okay. They are
See.
flat-footed now.
Goodie.
If you've got anything that triggers...
Doesn't work.
Let's, come on.
Solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll roll my save. Oops. Holy shit. So that first one is dead.
So
One
then
more half
I
action.
will step again and...
You can only step once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not one. Do you have another half action you want to do? The things you could do are like anticipate. You make a sense motive check against, in this case, a DC 11. On a success, you get +1 to your defense against them.
Why not? Let's do that.
Okay. Give us a sense motive check. DC 11, please.
Sense motive. Come on. All right. Where are you hiding?
What skill?
There. Yep.
And then Hacken. You want to spend an action die? You got tons of action die.
Oh, I'm still not going to get to 10 very easily. I'll just keep it.
You got 25% chance of exploding.
Okay.
24 exclamation mark. Okay. Then Hacken, what are you doing?
Hacken is going to hack.
Sounds good.
Hack on.
All right, so he's just like yelling, and he's yelling back at them, making fun of their mouthing words at him. All right, that's a hit.
Solid hit. Failed to save.
14 damage.
Okay.
And then the next one.
Come on, hack on. Finish them.
Same thing.
14 is a hit. Nat 1. You want to spend an action die and kill 2 of them?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just sweep, north to south.
Okay.
Wow.
You can take a 5-foot step, and then it is their turn. The guy facing you, Ivan, you can hear the creaking. You can see the cobwebs on them as he moves back. 2 shots on you, neither hits. Hacken, I have 2 that are attacking the first time. Nope. 2 attacking second time. Oh, 1 hits. Hacken, you take 5 points of damage. This will be 4 vitality that gets through. And then Zarazia, this one is going to shoot at you. That is a miss. And that is a nat 1. You want to spend an action die and activate an error? Tell me how you kill it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So, how do I get it? I guess I do a little lunge forward because he stumbles forward with his bow and he just gets in like so. Crunch, and rapier through the
down
skull.
He goes. All right, then Ivan.
So 1 step forward, attack.
Okay.
Try and take it down. Damn it, where's this thing? Here it is. Go. Not enough. Spend an action die.
You got it. I might have survived this.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll
just
spend it anyway. 12.
Oh yeah. So no, I assume because all you needed is 1 more to hit. Okay. So he does survive the first strike. You want to follow up?
Yeah, definitely. Have another go. I'm down an action die from where I am. That's not very good. I can't action die that, can I?
You need a 6, but it explodes. So
go on. Why not?
Here it comes. Come on. Big money. Nah.
No.
Okay.
I'm 2 down. I'm 2 down.
Zarazia.
Then with that, I will trot across here. Can I get a shot, or is the wall in the way?
I think you can attack it over the wall.
Yep, I'll take a stab at him then.
Okay.
Nice.
Come along, Stinky. Let's take you down.
And +2 to hit. Come on. Yes, that's a hit. Oh, is that in your threat range?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
no, the pistol. Pistol's 17 to 20.
He still has. Yep.
Yeah, great. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, I'll make my save. I failed my save, so Zarazia once again over the wall. Another one down.
Nice.
Hacken
will try to finish this one off.
Okay.
Oof. Attack. Oh, that's a crit. by the
That's
way.
a potential crit you want to trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, that is dead. You have 1 more half action.
Is there anything left?
The wall to the north is busted, and you can see Ivan is still fencing away with an archer.
He's gonna run out there.
Okay.
I can run through this because I destroyed this wall already.
Exactly, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you can get there.
2,
Right to...
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can get there.
Okay. Incredible.
Yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
Spittle flying.
And then, all right, so on his turn, he's going to 5-foot step once again, try and keep some distance between you. A shot. Oh, that is a hit on Yvonne.
Got you.
Yvonne, that is 3 points of damage. And then a shot
2.
on Hacken. That is a hit as well. And 5 points of damage on Hacken.
Okay.
-1, so 4 that gets through. 4 vitality.
Yep.
Yvonne, what are you doing?
Step forward. Oops. To there.
Yep.
And attack.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
so it's the wrong one. Well, okay. It was the wrong.
I think you have the same
weapon,
bonus to hit anyway.
It's the same bonus. Yeah.
So,
And damage. 11.
yep. And what does it look like as the final one goes down?
It's just it's a literally crunch from the top down.
Yeah.
It just buckles under the weight of the blade.
Incredible. All right. So with that, you sort of look at one another. What do you, I guess first one, let's take our first. Everybody gets an action die because we're over time.
thank you.
I'm past the time for that. Then let's take our mid-session break because we haven't taken it yet. And then we'll come back and I'll spend some action die on my side to make something fun happen.
Okay.
But you'll have an opportunity to... I'm just going to move everybody back to this, to sort of in your busted room here.
Okay.
To reconvene. Yeah. So I'll tell you one thing. For one, outside of combat, you can do medicine, which we'll talk about. So you can try and get Zorasia back some stuff. You've got that potion. And I'm going to let you guys take a downtime so we can transition between scenes, which means you reduce your fatigue scores by 1. Because Hacken is fatigued and Zorasia is fatigued from being injured. So we'll take a mid-session break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. For those listening at home, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Hey, everybody in chat. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And and a lovely comment from a very dear daughter in the chat as well, too. So it's fantastic. Alrighty. Let's see. Graham, I just lost your camera for some reason. I did see you there a moment ago, but I'm not sure if you turned it off or if it's a Roll 20 glitch. Oh, there you go. Okay. Roll 20 glitch. I saw the refresh. So
I just did a reconnect.
All right. So then, Graham, you're first back, which means you get to choose. Do you want to see what's behind the webs or what's behind the ruin?
Ruin.
Nice.
Because that's where the money is.
All right, I'm going to spend some action die here.
So I'm just to let you know, I am updating, and my bars are correct in the token bars, but they don't seem, to my view, maybe not yours, the bars are not updating.
No, so let me do this quickly for you. We'll go.
So
here.
I think what I've got there is correct. Do you know what I mean? It's just not showing on the token.
So, and then let me make sure I shift pings to bring you guys back down here. Is it displaying properly now?
It certainly is.
Yeah. It's just sometimes there's a hiccup that comes in for when you're moving from one to another. There's another issue we see sometimes where some of the sheets don't track a starting point. Like whoever coded the sheets didn't code like into the token displays. They didn't code where the current and permanent, or maximum are. So our what do you call it? Death Watch. Death Watch, we routinely, when we move to a new sheet, we have to re-enter the baseline. Otherwise, it looks like nobody's got any health.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right. Now, does our vitality return?
Good question. What you'll get is, for one, you could spend an action die to gain 1d4, in this case, your level 1d4 exclamation mark worth of vitality back. And if you suffered wound damage, you get 2 wounds back instead.
Right.
You also can do a DC 15 medicine check to mend once per day. That restores 2d6 vitality or 2 wounds.
Right.
So you have, and then you can, I think you can spend as many action points as you want to restore that. Plus you got those potions. And what I'll do is I'm just going to adjust. Okay, so because you guys have had the chance to get a break, Zorazia, you can remove those adjustments to your strength and dexterity and put your fatigue back down to 0. And Hacken, Carl's got this. All right, Hacken, you can put your strength back down to normal, your con back down to normal, and you can, let's see here, I'll make the adjustment to your wounds. And you don't need to worry about getting fatigue, because you guys we're transitioning from one scene to another scene.
Okay.
And then there was a question about restoring stuff. So Zorazia, currently you've got 1 wound you've taken. You can spend an action die to restore 2 wounds, if you'd like. And you can also spend, any of you guys can spend action die to restore 1d4 exclamation mark vitality to yourself as a refresh.
So I say I'm low on action dice. I think I'm going to do that.
The other thing is you can mend. You can only do it once per day. I mean, we have less than an hour left in the session. So if someone is good with medicine, let's see, is anyone good with medicine?
Oh, I got 4 back. Cool.
That explodes. Remember, put the exclamation mark because it explodes.
Oh, sorry, no.
Oh, nice. So that's 3. I get most of mine back. That's nice.
Okay, roll.
Save.
Nice. So 7 back.
Wow.
So
it's almost like you take a breather and you take stock and say, "No, we've got this." There's only what was the comment in chat? There's only going to be another 137 hiding somewhere, so we'll be fine.
Right. So what else can we do?
You can also quaff one of those vitality potions to gain 2d6 back.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Okay.
I'll get beat up.
And I don't think any of you guys are actually trained in medicine, so I think you're kind of hooped.
8.
Yeah, so you can't make a mending check. 8 back, nice.
More trained at the other end.
All right. So Zerazi, you get 7 vitality back.
Sorry, just need to mop some chocolate ice cream off my keyboard. It's summer, you know.
Oh no!
So I'm back to full strength.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice. Okay. Then what? If you observe the ruins and whatnot that's around you, what you guys can, or the remnants of what's here, these all seem to be either part of the Crusade of the Radiant Dawn. Oh, sorry, the Burning Crusade. Is that what I called it? I can't remember what I called it. The Crusade of the Radiant Dawn or the Burning Crusade or something like that. Burning Crusade is a thing in World of Warcraft, which is probably why I'm thinking of that. But there is an alliance between the cult of Artemis and the cult of Apollo to try and reconquer shit here. These seem to be all Apollo devotees here. So these are all cultists of or they were at one point cultists of Apollo. You've all caught your breath.
Supposed to use that stuff. We're supposed to use those things to.
You need to find the temple to find where the divining tripod is, and you need to find the tower to find where the laurels, the golden laurels of Apollo are.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do? While you're doing that, I'm going to get ready for what Graham has specifically insisted we do next.
God.
Yeah, we got to look for that temple in the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourselves at your leisure, guys. Let's move at maybe your movement rate per turn, and then I'll tell you when to pause.
I guess we're moving up this main avenue, right?
Possibly, yeah, actually, yeah. 30.
Yeah. I can tell you there is something through the gauzy covering of the canopy of webs. Everyone gets an action die, by the way, too. And I do too. You know what I'll do? As you guys get, go ahead and move yourselves one more movement rate. And then I'm going to spend some action die to do something fun.
Let's stop here. I don't like the.
Okay. Yeah, you can actually move another probably 30 or so feet. There's a prominence up ahead. Something looms over the rest of the settlement here. Oh, that's a big cliff face.
That is a big cliff face.
And then atop that cliff face, you can see the ruins of a tower.
Oh, okay.
And that's when there is the sound of something snapping. I'd like everyone to give us a reflex save against a DC 15, please.
Oh, no.
Someone has triggered a trap.
Wasn't me.
Let's be fair, it was Anna. Anna insisted on it, so.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. Oh, nice.
Nice, Razia. Okay.
So we're reflex, you said?
Yeah, reflex is on just underneath your attributes.
Got it.
Okay.
Found it.
Now, Yvonne, you are... Ooh, so Hacken is 2 off, and Yvonne, you are 7 off. Either of you guys could spend action die if you'd like.
I will use an action dice.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have to take it.
Okay. Come on, Hacken. There you go. So Hacken, you two, Yvonne is draped in... Someone has released one of the webs, and it's draped across Yvonne. So you are currently, what is it? Paralyzed, I think, is the condition. You can make a, I think it is an athletics check each round to try and free yourself.
Right.
Let me take a look here. It's under conditions are on page 212. Entangled, here we go. -2 with attack checks, -4 with dexterity checks. May not refresh or run and your speed drops. Okay, so no, it's paralyzed is what I want. Flat-footed and may only take... Okay, and I'm going to use...
Wow.
The... there's a... Actually,
can only do mental actions.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah, exactly.
And shout rudely.
Okay, so what I'll let you do is you can make a DC 20, either athletics or acrobatics or prestidigitation check per round to try and free yourself of this web. And that'll be a full round action. So, but what has happened now is you guys can hear a voice that is appearing in each of your minds.
Mental.
Yeah, exactly. What have you brought me? I smell the magic on you. And drifting at the edge of your vision.
Drifting.
What you can see is first. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I can't see anything. It's all right. We're fine. Cakewalk.
This, guys.
Oh, no.
And those are... just past where you can see. Let me hit copy. There we go.
Oh, yeah, look at those. Oh.
There we go. And you can see something with the sky that has now been revealed. You can see something drifting down from on high. And what it looks like is... Where is he? Where is he? How about I go into the images? Oh, yes! Here we go, guys.
That's not right.
And while its mouth is moving and undulating, lamprey-like, the voice is quite obviously coming from it. And it is... you can almost hear in your mind the slavering as the drool is coming down from it. And its many tentacles are writhing. The last thing you can make out from its mind, it mentions two things. One is that Graham is to blame for this. And two...
So, Graham, you deal with that. Ivan, you deal with the big thing. Hacken and I will deal with these very scary shapes for you.
And then if everyone could also roll initiative, please.
Oh, can I?
You can, absolutely, yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay.
No penalty to that whatsoever, either.
All right. Okay.
All right, and got that in there. Let me roll initiative for these two things. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Remember, you roll twice, Razor, don't you? Because of lightning reflexes?
Oh, do I? Okay, my bad.
Wow. It is a feat. It is a feat-tastic game, isn't it?
There's so many neat little ways that you can distinguish your character from other characters. I just really, really love it. It's
Yeah,
a neat.
I like that a lot. Way back, 3.5 pathetic.
You felt special, didn't you?
Yeah, and
You
these
felt
ones,
special.
like, it definitely. I think that you can tell these are guys, folks who designed this thing that like knew and loved 3.5, and they just tried to be like, how can we make it more badass? Because there's a lot of design aesthetic that are still there, okay, so first up is going to be Yvonne. And also, you know what, guys? Last 45 minutes, everyone gets an action die. I will have had to spend some to get
I'm
my
doing it all on the token. Oh, that's right. I'm just doing it on the
reinforcements.
token.
I had to spend for that. I had to do that. All right.
3.
Okay.
So,
Then
I shall make my. I feel it should be athletics for me, not acrobatics, because I can't.
also, sorry, before you take your turn, I forgot this thing is frightening. Would everyone give us a D6 roll, please?
Oh, no will save then. Just a straight D6.
Straight D6. This is how much
6.
stress. Oh, you take 6 stress damage, Hacken. So we'll put that, and then you're going to make a DC 13 will save. You take 4 stress damage, Yvonne, and then a DC 12 will save. You take 3 stress damage, Zarazia, and a DC 11 will save. Please.
Just noted the stress. Then it's a will save.
Yeah, DC 12 for you.
13 for me.
Oh.
So,
Wow, that's a big fail.
Oh.
That's
Okay, so you're 2 off from a success, Zarazia. You are 6 off from a success, Yvonne. No, you are, 6 off.
was it?
Oh, it's 12.
Right,
You're
okay.
7 off. And then,
7
yes,
off.
Hacken,
I
it's
just-
a will save.
I'm going to have to be, what am I now? I'm going to guess I'm shaken.
Correct. So you can clear your stress. If you're taking that effect, then you clear the stress and you're shaken, which is -2 to attacks and skill checks and to... No, hold on. It's -2 to charisma and wisdom checks and...
A -2 penalty to all attack checks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You want to take that, or you
Okay.
want to try and get an exploding action die?
Look, I'm going to try the exploding action
Oh,
die.
I can do
Action die. Hell
roll
yeah.
action die. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. Zarazia, you're fine. So you've taken the stress damage, but you're not shaken. Yvonne, you are shaken, unfortunately, by this.
Oh, yeah. I'm thoroughly shaken.
Okay, so there'll be then.
5.
Well, fortunately, you're all bound up and paralyzed, so we can't see that you're shaking.
Yeah.
And then, sorry,
Thank you.
I just
There
took
you
the
are,
6 stress,
upside.
right?
you still keep you keep the stress damage. It's if you fail the save, you clear the stress and you take 1 condition.
Okay.
Okay, so Yvonne, you were going to try and free yourself, and you were telling us how.
I was going to use athletics to try and pull myself out.
Awesome. You don't take a penalty
no.
any physical skills from being shaken, so you're
I
good.
don't know. However, I am paralyzed.
You just got, so this is to shake the paralyzed condition.
Okay, so that's allowed.
Yep.
In which case, I make the roll.
Come on. You're 9 off from a success.
9. I'm stuck.
You know what? We'll make it 15. We'll make it 15. Is 20 is the D, so let's make it 15. You're 4 off, so you got a 25% chance if you spend an action die.
I'm burning these action die just for trying to get out of something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try.
Okay. Let's see. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Wow.
What do we see as he tears himself free?
What you see is he tears himself straight out, but he looks absolutely terrified. Then he sort of looks back at the webs and thinks, maybe I was safer in there.
Hacken, what are you doing?
So Hacken, I think he's gonna rage and charge this thing. I don't know if there's a charge.
There's no
action.
charge action,
At least
no.
he'll get there. He'll get there.
Okay. So you enter your rage. Go ahead and adjust your strength up to 3. Your con. I'll quickly adjust your wounds on your token to be the appropriate level. All right.
Just get out of my head.
I love it. And Zarazia.
I will draw my pistol and
Now, one little bit of information I'll give you too. These things, because they are spectral apparition type things, they may be susceptible to things like threaten or things that do stress damage. The other mindless undead were not. These things do seem to have some kind of ill will about them. You have 2 actions. Zorasia. Also, the way that incorporeal works in this game is that they spend a full round action manifesting, they take damage like normal. They may have resistance, so they take like half damage. It's not called resistance in this, though. It's called damage. What is it? Defiance, which is just fucking cool. So what do you think, Zorasia?
Now, intimidating people would be...
That would be to threaten as a half action. You need to be within close combat range, which is 30 feet, and all these things are within 30 feet of you.
No, I don't have threaten, apparently.
Intimidate is the skill you're using to threaten. Threaten is the action. Intimidate is the skill. Yeah.
All righty. Well, with that in mind, then, I'll save my pistol for once.
And you know what, guys?
Work.
To give Zorasia an opportunity to get this in, this is a dramatic scene, which means I can trigger crits from regular opponents, and it also means that Hacken has DR2 on his sword, and Zorasia gets +1 to attacks and skill checks during a dramatic scene because she is a heroic musketeer.
I love it.
So Zorasia, what are you doing?
Great.
So, I will rush forward.
Okay.
That's a move. And then I will say, get back, foul beast.
Nice.
Get back to the slums you come from.
So this is a resisted. I'm rolling resolve. I rolled a 7.
Oh.
That does not include your +1 for heroism. So that is an 8.
Does not.
Go ahead and roll 1d6 for stress damage. I might have saved against this. Nope. So what does it look like as you drive a dead cultist back to the netherworld?
Awesome.
Wow.
Right. That's good.
Wow.
Good mechanic.
Fades away.
This thing, okay, so then on their turn, Yvonne, having freed yourself, can I get up there? 1, 2, 3. I can. Something zooms towards you. I hit, and I need you to give us a DC 10 fort save.
I'm struggling.
For the saves are under your attributes.
Yeah, I've got it. So yeah. Okay, here we go.
Come on.
No, I can't do it.
So here's what happens if you fail this. This is it. Its ghostly hand passes into you. You will lose 1 action die, and you will lose 5 from your maximum vitality as it's draining your life. So there's really nothing lost in spending that action die to make the save.
Oh, okay. I will try and make the save. So it's
you've made it. You just need a 1. It was a DC 10.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you managed to just narrowly avoid. This thing is going to forward at Hacken and try the same thing. I missed you, Hacken.
Okay.
And then 1 in on Zorasia. I miss you as well, Zorasia. But then it is this creature's turn. All right. I spent about 20 minutes making this thing up this morning, so let's fucking go. This thing is going to first, like a squid propelling itself forward, its tentacles go down as it repositions itself, and then it is going to try and those writhing tentacles that make up its hand, it goes along and it gestures, and runic symbols apply. I do need to make a spellcasting check here. I succeeded, which causes 3 different symbols to appear, and then as they appear, it's as if little tiny windows to the pits of hell appear, and gouts of brimstone fly out at each of our heroes. Would you guys each give us, I think it is a reflex save? Yeah, reflex save against a DC of 12.
I will spend a hero point.
Okay, an action point.
Yeah, action.
Yeah, you're good. So then,
just send one away.
It's half damage, and then Soracia, a reflex save. No problem. Okay, so you guys are all taking half damage from this. You all take 1 point of fire damage. Armor applies against fire damage. Oh no, this is AP 5. So none of you have tough enough armor to get it. It is
1 point.
1 point of damage to each of you from that.
Right. So, is it? Where do we?
Vitality.
Oh, vitality. Thank you.
In order to do damage directly to your wounds, I would need to roll a nat 20 and then spend an action die. And because we're in a dramatic scene, any of these opponents can do that.
Okay, done.
Yvonne, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have to try threaten.
Okay.
I say, back foul shades. We are servants, righteous servants. Oh yeah, of the great God, and that's why we're here. And if you touch us, not only will you go back to you won't even go back to where you came from. You will not be for the Great One. We'll slay you.
Nice. Go ahead and give us your intimidate check.
Yeah, I'll try that. Now, wait, let me just be clear. It's wisdom. So I am shaken. So wisdom-based skill checks are at -2.
Ooh. Okay.
So let me just see how I can do this.
I rolled a 14 total for resolve.
Right. So can I just apply the -2 on the
so
fly?
I wouldn't do it. I just do it after you roll because the actions go so quickly. You'll end up.
Right, yeah.
Oh no, sorry. No, yeah, you could. I was gonna say you can add it to your skill, but you're. Yeesh.
I'm miles off.
Okay, so your voice cracks as you're seeing this. This thing does not seem deterred. Yeah. One more half action.
I'll just go. Yeah, fair enough.
You have one more half action. What would you like to do?
You're going to tell me that getting a potion of holy water is a half action rather than
getting it ready is a half action. Yeah.
I'm going to hit it with a sword.
Unless, let's make it a DC 15 prestidigitation check. That's your
prestidigitation. I can't even say it. Right, here we go.
DC 15.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. I fumble around for a vial, thinking this is it.
Oh,
critical! I get 2 out.
So why don't you, if you want? Oh, you have no action die. Shit. So you could have spent an action die to trigger that crit, but you've got it out in one action now. And if you wanted to throw it at this guy, give us
I'll try and throw it. What do you want to do it?
Give us a hurl. So what's your training in hurled?
Unarmed is pretty good. Hurled.
Hurled is proficient. So
I am proficient in hurled.
So just basically minus. You can make an unarmed check. It'll be -1 from whatever the result is.
Right, but I am still what's it? So it's -3.
Oh, -2, so -3 total from the result. Yeah.
So -3. So if I get unarmed. There it is. Got it.
Defense on this thing is 11, so you're going to need a 13 or higher, basically.
Oh, come on.
14 or higher. There you go. It is sent back to the shadow. Everyone gets an action die. Hacken, what are you doing?
What does? Well, I'm going to attack this thing, but what does? I guess because it says in the dramatic scene, I have grant Fortunes of War 1 ability. I was looking for where that.
Yeah, is. Fortunes of. That's where it grants you your damage reduction 2 in dramatic scene.
Okay,
so you know your
that is okay.
Yeah, right. Your claymore gives you 1 DR. Now you have 2 DR from your claymore.
Okay, but he's gonna attack this thing first. It's in his way.
Just this blade. Go ahead.
16.
Yeah, solid hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Sorry, yeah.
Want to make a damage save? Ooh, it might survive. Oof. Okay, so then you pass through this thing. You can see it feels like, cutting through a sheet. There's something resisting there, but not as much as a full corporeal scene. You want to attack again with your second half action?
I feel like I want to. I guess I attack him again.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to try to finish him in one and go to the next guy, but
solid hit again. Go ahead and roll damage.
9.
Save. It did fail the second time, so it did take you 2 strikes. You can take a 5-foot step if you like. And then Zoracia, what are you doing?
I will say to the one in front of me, and you get back with your friend.
Okay. My resolve is a 14.
It's going to receive a good taunting, is what you're saying.
Investigate. No,
It might make a mistake.
So intimidate. Whoa! Yep. So Zorazia has scared 2 dead souls back into the grave.
Zorazia's scary.
Yeah, she is. She is.
You have one more half action.
I will draw my pistol.
I'm assuming your pistol's been out the whole time.
Oh, okay. Then I will aim my pistol at the big bad.
You mean you're taking an aim action, or are you shooting?
I'm taking an aim action.
Very nice. Okay. Oh, are you? What stance? Focused aim. Oh, remember, if you want to get in your focused aim stance, that does require a half action.
I'll get into my focused aim stance. Then.
Nice. It's beginning to line up. Nice. Guys, I believe I can safely get rid of this initiative tracker now because you have killed all the dead men. Then it is this thing's turn again.
Is it? No.
So as its first, as its first half action, those writhing tentacles once again begin gesturing in arcane manner. And let's see here. I got to roll because you guys can trigger my errors. And when you do an error on a magical casting check, it can get fun. It also means that they suffer -4 or something like -8 to all their spellcasting checks until they get a successful one in the scene. So there's a real reason to try again.
Wow.
But okay, so he does successfully cast something. I need from you, Hacken, a DC 13 will save, please.
Yeah.
Nice. So he's tried to hold you in place with his sorcery, but you have just shaken it off.
You should be afraid.
He is then going to go down and try and hit Ivan with those writhing tentacles.
Oh, yeah.
That is it's a 12, which I think is a miss.
It's a miss.
Nice. Then, Ivan, what are you doing?
Oh, right. Do I get any opportunity to shake off the shaken condition? Or is it just... No, it just sticks.
When you move between one scenes, and you can get up to 4 shaken. You can also...
Yeah, all right, that's fair enough. Well, I still had 2 bottles out, so I chucked the other one at it.
Okay. So it'll be a hurled attack.
Yeah, so it's by unarmed, and it's at -3, I think we said. Did we? Yeah. Was it -2, -3?
-3, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so 15 is what...
No, missed.
So, yeah, I mean, I think you try and throw it, and it gets knocked out of your hand and falls to the ground and shatters.
Yeah.
You know what? Here, I'm going to spend my action die to break it, because if I'm breaking one of your resources, I can't just do that for free. Okay, that was one half action. You need one more.
Do I still have the sword in my hand?
You do.
I'll chop at it.
Go ahead.
So I'm at -2, I think, for this.
Yeah.
So it's -2 on this. No, it's terrible.
Swing.
No,
so if it's -2, it's a 6. Then you are 6 off from a hit. Do you want to action point that?
Got 1 left. I'm going to try and hang on.
Okay. Did I give you one for 130 yet? It's 132 my time. Did I just give you them? Okay. Or no?
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I get 1 too then, guys. Let's all take an action die. Okay. And you know what I'm going to do? Zorazia, give us a reflex save, please. I'm triggering a trap. DC 15. 1-5.
If I could find it, I would.
Underneath attributes is where your reflex, will, and fortitude saves are. Nice! So you lean out of the way of Zorazia as more of those cobwebs fall down, but do not catch you. Then, Hacken, your turn. What are you doing?
So if I move, what is the consequence of moving into here?
Flanking, it'll be +2 to hit him.
Oh, but it's like a tree. Is it like under the tree, I guess? Is that
under the tree? I might... so if you're going to move under the tree, I do have other action die, and Anna does love traps.
Yeah, well, just...
Do it.
I don't know. No, I'll just do it. I'll have Ivan move under the tree. He likes traps.
So as we call that the Dorman technique.
Yep.
So when John used to just walk his character into traps. So that is, was that only 5 feet?
I
Or did you have to move 10?
I was here, so it's only 5 feet.
Yep. So it's 5 foot step. You have 2 half actions or 1 full.
He's gonna. Yeah, it's easy. He's gonna attack this thing.
Go ahead.
Eat battle blessed clay.
That is a hit.
It's not a natural 19.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Boo.
Okay.
Can we roll? Do anything with
you can, yeah. You can spend an action die and add it to damage. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Okay. So it's 1d4, and he is Earth 2. Okay.
All right.
Come on. Explode.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I have to do it manually. It's too far down. So.
Go. Come on.
What? There's an error.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh no,
He hasn't rolled it yet.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I put a little tilde in front of the 1 for some reason.
Okay. All right, so 8 points of damage. There you
That's not
go.
bad.
All right, second to half action.
Yeah, attack again.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
There we go. I am
I can see this mechanic.
spending 4 of my action die. You swing in, and those tentacles in that illustration wrap around your claymore and yank it out of your hand.
Oh.
Zorazia.
I will aim
Okay.
for a half action.
Oh, yes, here we go.
Do I aim again? That's a question.
No, no.
All right, I will shoot then if I have to. I can use a debris to an action to add to my attack roll, right? If I need to.
Yeah, for
If you
aiming,
need to, yeah.
So I'm +2 here. 1 for aiming and one for my
heroism.
being heroism.
Okay. That is a hit.
Excellent. That's all you need.
Go ahead and roll damage. And
that sucks.
do you want to spend
10.
action die to add to damage?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Go on.
Okay.
Oh.
Explode. Let's see. Come on, explode.
Oh, 12 damage, though. This thing screams and turns towards you in fury. Then it is... You can take a 5-foot step if you choose. And then on its turn... Oh, it is... it undulates in the air as if a cephalopod moving through the water. And as it lands, it gestures its tentacles in a different manner this time. And there is a bolt of frost that cuts directly from it through you two. Would you give us a reflex save? DC 13, please.
Okay. I've lost these things. DC 13. Let's make a roll. Reflex.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Okay, Hacken takes half damage.
Oh, bloody hell. There it is. Got it.
Nice. Both take half damage. All right, so you guys each take 1 point of damage that goes through armor. Armor doesn't protect against cold.
Okay.
Then it is... that's it for it. Its turn. Ivan, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to have to attack it.
Okay.
So I think it's half move to here, or
Okay.
half action, sorry, and half action to attack.
Go right ahead.
I'm still shaken 1, so this will be at -2.
Oh, that is a hit. Yep, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, -2? No, that's a miss. Unless you want to spend an action die.
I'll spend an action die.
Okay.
Let's come on.
-2 is 11. That's actually good enough with just spending it, so go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, is it? Okay, sorry. Let's just clear that. Roll damage. Bosh. 5.
5 points of damage. Okay.
Oh, of course, this is a special, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then Hacken.
Did the creature still have the?
He has it in his
blade?
hand. You would need to disarm him to get it, but the trouble is that's a skill check.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't even grab.
You can't make skills. So let me just double check that though, because like in other games there is an exception.
Like mental skills.
Spend an action die, and you'll be able to break the rule. So spend an action die, then you'll be able to run in and try and disarm this guy.
I'm gonna do something first. Though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm gonna 5-foot step.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to. I have this ability called Cheap Shot.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna tear at his stupid lamprey face, and maybe it'll mess up his spellcasting, whatever ability attribute that is.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to impose
it's an unarmed attack, right?
Penalties to attacks, penalties to skill checks using a certain attribute, or -10 to its speed?
I'm gonna do the -2 to attack. I mean, he's not.
Okay.
He's probably not sophisticated enough to like mess with its spellcasting ability. So -2 to attack.
-10 to speed, by the by, would apply to his flying as well. It's not restricted to ground movement.
Maybe. Okay, let's do that. I hate that Hacken is like he's angry that he keeps popping back and forth.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
So it's attack at -4. So give us an unarmed attack.
Okay. Unarmed attack.
And we'll apply -4 to it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, here it is. Oh, come on. Another one.
Wow. You know what? I don't have enough action die left. I've got 2 left, but I don't know if I want to spend it to. I'm not going to trigger that because you're already not succeeding. So you still have 1 more half action. Do you want to do the same thing?
I'm going to try to use an action point to grab the sword.
Okay.
That didn't work.
So spend an action die and then go ahead. This will be contested attack rolls.
Okay.
So give us an unarmed attack. You're going to want to beat my 10. Actually, I didn't roll very well.
17.
Nice.
Give me back my sword. All right.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to hit reconnect to my side. I just lost everyone's cameras. Yeah, I got everyone back. All right, so yeah, you hack and you try and get this thing. It maneuvers in a way so you're able to like yank the sword out of its tentacles. Zorazia, what are you doing?
I will run down here.
Yeah.
And give him a pokey.
That is flanking, so you're going to get +2, a total of +3 to this attack.
+3. Let's go.
Come on. That +3 is a hit.
Woohoo!
Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey.
And remember, you can spend action die to add to the damage if you choose, because you're sitting on a bunch.
Exactly. So I will do that. Now you see, that's why we save it for the extra.
Nice. You knew to save it for the boss fight.
All of that's worth. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, you hope for the exploding, right?
there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Then on his turn, I think he is going to try that brimstone blast thing again. So he does not like being flanked by all of you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's trying to make his way back into the actual the village, kind of to the south, to try and hide himself among the doors there. He's then going to try and cast this spell. Oh my God, guys! I rolled a nat 1. Anybody want to spend a action die to trigger an error for me?
Of course.
Yes.
Let me do it.
Are you going to?
I've got plenty. So.
Lovely.
Then
what does that do, Kevin? What does that do?
So I have to I have -8 to my spellcasting checks, and I can't cast a spell again until I successfully cast one.
Okay.
-5 to my spellcasting checks until I succeed on one, or until the end of the current scene, whichever comes first. So whatever you've done, you guys have rattled them enough so that the spell comes off incorrectly. It shatters apart and does not cast his spell. It does count towards the number he can cast as well. Ivan, you're up. What are you doing?
Well, emboldened by this, I am going to follow up. I'm still at -2. I'm still shaken, but I'm still going to do it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack. So there's -2 to this roll.
Comes.
With the bastard sword.
Come on. That is a hit. Yep, go ahead and roll damage.
Solid hit. Roll some damage. Come on.
Do you want to spend any action die on damage?
It's terrible. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend an action die on damage, which is another D4.
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark. Eventually, I got to it. There it is.
Nice.
Double up.
Holy shit! So what's this big hit look like?
It's it sort of thinks it's got me, but I basically sort of cut down in a sort of a diagonal across it, so it goes from its sort of like that shoulder piece is smashed off it, and it cuts down the center.
This is right after fucking up its spell casting too. Hacken, what are you doing? You got your sword back.
Raiments are everywhere.
Yeah, Hacken is coming up. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't know it was near that wall. I'll have to roll. See.
I need to lose that action point though. Action point's gone. There we are.
Okay, see, battle blessed claymore, do not fail me.
Last 20 minutes, guys, everyone gets an action die.
Oh yeah, yes.
Which means I get an action die.
Wow.
Okay. Solid hit.
Money.
Yep, go ahead and roll damage.
9.
Oh.
You want to spend an action die on damage too?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It can be nice.
Okay. Oh, come on, it's not doing.
Oh, that was damage. You want to roll 1d4 exclamation mark.
Okay.
Here we go. So this 9 plus.
Why is it not? Sorry about this.
No, that's okay.
There we go.
You got a sense of drama. That's all.
2.
All right, so it's 11 total. That is, look at that. That vitality bar. Enemies get fatigued too, guys, by the by. So when you get through to the wounds, they also suffer the fatigue condition. Zarazia, what are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Quite literally
With
backed
a
it against the
stabby
wall.
stick.
Come on.
And here we go. Come on.
Come on, get him into there.
That is a hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage. You want to
That's pretty weedy, so we'll do a
action die?
4. Oh.
But look at this. Next hit is drawing blood. So it is aware of this. Oh, in a dramatic scene. Because we have 15 minutes left, guys. In a dramatic scene, I believe I can heal an enemy with action die. It's a random amount, but yes, I can spend. I'm going to spend 3 action die to try and heal this guy. So let's see here. Grab some vitality before he goes down. I got 1 exploding dice. I know. Thank you, honey. And it reminds me they explode. 12. Okay. So this thing is desperately trying to hang on here. Then it will... Oh boy, it's going to try and cast a spell.
-5,
and
right?
It failed. The runes don't seem to come together, and then it will... Oh boy. I guess it's going to scramble down into the village. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all it's able to go. Yvonne, what are you doing? Anna says good luck.
Well, I'll need it. Well, we've got to finish this thing off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to just have to keep, even though I'm not feeling it, I'm going to have to try and attack again. No.
Let me check one thing here. Dramatic. I think your threat ranges actually may increase in a dramatic scene.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check here, though. Dramatic scenes.
Yeah.
3, 3, 4. I actually haven't used one in a session yet, so that is fucking cool. Okay, dramatic scenes. GM may spend any number of action die on NPCs. Oh, no, I can't. No. There are options in the game to trigger that kind of thing.
Right.
In fact, I want to spend an action die to do that. Everyone's threat ranges are increased by 1, including your foes. So, Yvonne, that was that was 1 action. You are 7 off from hitting. Do you want to action die that?
No.
Okay. Hacken.
I'm tired of him like moving around. I'm gonna try to bull rush him.
Okay.
Like successful.
Okay.
Bull rush would push him back. If
yeah, but it could make him sprawl.
You can't do a bull rush when you're raging. It's a skill check.
Oh, you can't. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just move in up and attack him.
Okay. You could cheap shot him if you want to like reduce the speed by 10. If you're sick of him moving.
So it's a -4 though.
It's a -4. You still do damage, but you also inflict the other stuff.
Oh, you do. Okay, so I'll do the cheap shot with the sword, right? I can try to do the sword.
Yep. So just attack with the sword at -4. Basically, you need to roll a 16 in order to hit this guy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You're 1 off.
1 off
with the
from
increased. Yeah.
Wow.
So that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And his speed is now only a 20.
Okay. Thought that was worth it.
Heck yeah. And that's 11. All right. Chewing through that healed stuff. Zorazia, what are you doing?
Yep, I'll come running down as well. And here we go.
Come on.
There's no way. Is he wearing armor?
He is tough, but he's not wearing armor now.
Okay, so my special thing won't do anything to him, so that's why I was asking.
Okay.
Go.
Wait, hold up. You're thinking of what? Your cold shot?
Cold shot. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that wouldn't necessarily apply to this guy. That is 4 off. No, with your bonus for heroism, that is 3 off from a hit. You want to
I'll give it a go.
Come on. There you go. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
And do you want to action die that as well?
I'll do again.
Okay.
Oh.
Nine.
Nice.
Okay, so then that is, look at this. I'm telling you, man, have drawn blood. Yeah! This thing screams in pain as you're doing. I'm going to spend my last action die to add 2 wounds back because I don't have any other use for it at this point. But yeah, you are getting very close to killing this demon, or at least sending it back to the netherworlds. Now, on its turn, it's can only move 20. So it's staggering, trying to flee you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it is going to try and cast that Brimstone Blast once again. It does go off. So it is got its spellcasting power back again. And I need Zorazia, I need all of you to give us a DC 13 reflex save, please.
Okay.
Yep, no problem. No problem. That lightning reflex is fucking awesome for feet. 13, just enough. Everybody takes 2 points of fire damage. It goes to your vitality directly. Armor doesn't help. Yvonne, you're up. What are you doing?
I am vitality 2 points, 5. Just say get that recorded. Okay. Okay. Well, we're hounding it back. I do like the fluidity that it has without that. Attacks of opportunity. It does mean that it's a much more sort of swashbuckly, moving around kind of feel. I will make an attack.
Okay.
I'm probably better doing something else, but let's just do that anyway.
That is a hit?
That's actually... No, it's not, because I'm at -2 still.
Oh, it's 1 off.
I'll spend the action die.
Okay, so it's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Come on.
Do you want to spend an action die on damage too, or...
I'm going to just blow both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't think I'm going to. I can't surely again. No. So it's
3.
6.
6 damage. Okay, so look at this, though. More of its bloody ichor sprays out of it. Hacken, what are you doing?
So since I got the 8 move, I'm going to go right here. That's, try to...
Oh. So I'm going to give it a little more DR just because you're smashing through the wall again, but you can still attack it. Go ahead.
Yeah. These walls.
It's that replicant moment as he goes through the wall.
Exactly. Here we go.
Okay.
Come on.
Damage.
Come on, Hakon. Yes.
That's a solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's have it now.
Come on, 13.
Oh,
Hacken, what does it look like as you take down this sorcery demon?
He just like cuts straight down and, breaks the wall. Buries it with that rubble.
Love it. All right. And what we end with, guys, is you can see, I'm not going to bother putting all the tokens down. As that hits down, you all kind of look at one another and kind of like, are we alive? Are we alive? What you can see is there are countless numbers of these shades that drift into view and wait kind of at the edge of vision and then slowly dissipate to be truly hack as if mist before a dawn. And it seems as if whatever those unquiet spirits are, with their master sent back to the nether realms, you guys have freed it. When you go in search of the remnants as well, as you come across any further skeletal creatures, they now stand at attention for you, rather than in taking up arms against you. And as you recover the last 2 items, you can hear a vast sound of clattering around as all of them, their rest finally ended, return to their great reward.
Oh.
And as you guys are leaving with the loot in tow, I will very quickly show you what you did escape due to lack of time.
Great.
But let's see. Oh, yes, just because it would. And this is who is truly the master of Mornbrook now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, next time.
So,
next time.
Guys, that brings us to the end of our tale from Tuleborg. So, congratulations on recovering those artifacts, and Graham, congratulations on your first Fantasy Craft session.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
love it.
Yeah, that was a really fun. That was really fun. I really love this game. Holy smokes! So the adversary you face, I mentioned before, was something. It's a monster. It's a demon from Bestiary 6 for PF1. And I've loved the thing, and I've never had a chance to use it before. So it took me about 20 minutes of fussing around with converting shit over.
Map it to the different levels and the things in the book.
Yeah. There's rules for converting over from OGL stuff, and you got to kind of some things are in PF1 that aren't in the OGL, so you got to kind of look. But fucking super easy. It's a CR5 monster that I was able to scale back to level 1 with no difficulty. And again, I've put this point on it with other players as well, but this is your first time playing it, Graham. These are first level characters.
I know.
It's just,
that's nice.
It's really
do
cool.
A lot. Yeah, they can do a lot.
It's a very satisfying play experience with just first level characters even. So, yeah. So then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our final Tales from Thule adventure for the weekend. We had 3 times to get this to the table over the weekend. I've had a blast every time. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the game, the campaign, or the setting, or anything relating to this, I will be posting these characters on the Assorted Games channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server after the session ends. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding it, put a comment down below and I'll respond when I can. You can also find a link in the description of this video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to Assorted Games, to 3.5 games, to most of the games and campaigns we run on the channel, as well as a ton of other things like Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat, what else? Find a Group. There is a knowledgeable, helpful, and friendly community over there, and you are more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. Like, I don't know, guys, what kind of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs? Yes, right, Fantasy Craft. You could definitely pick up something like Fantasy Craft from them. If you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code MuserNight. It's in the description of the video, all caps, all one word. It'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more that you make through their website. That discount code will change as of July 15, 2025. So if you're listening to this after that time, come to one of our more recent videos. You'll see what the discount code is there. And if they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list and they'll send you an email when it comes in. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart players tonight. Some new Reavers of Thule is what Anna reminds me. So, James, Graham, and Carl, thank you so much for playing today, guys. I had an absolute blast writing and running this for you. So thank you. We will be back in the Borderland run. Today was supposed to be Traveler. We will likely be back with Traveler in 2 weeks' time. If we are down players again, we will be back in Thule to try and kill their characters next time. I was thwarted this time. Next time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our Thulean Reavers have encountered as they're simply trying to do a job for a trout. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.